Call Halal Yahawah, Bahashem Yahawa'Shi, Bahashem Kakadash. Salutations to the 1/3, the sealed elect, 144,000 saints, the elders, apostles, and the prophets of the house of David. Shalom. So the title of this message is Revelations chapter 11 and verse 8 proves that Yahawa'Shi was crucified in America. Okay? I just came across this information maybe 30, 45 minutes ago. I was just pondering on that verse. And I was taught about this already by the big prophet, okay? So I'm just going to do a little more elaboration and get you to understand that I'm trying to get you to understand how Machiavelli is the chief musician and how he could be Yahawa'Shi, because the scriptures right here is going to tell you that Yahawa'Shi was crucified once again in the great city. And I already know what the big prophet going to say. What he said already. That's by changing his images, and now that's by the chief musician, literally, also. Because our prophets are multifold, and we all prophesy in part. So any man out there that's a true man of the Lord, man, don't ever come try to debunk me. Don't ever say nothing contrary to what I'm saying. You see? If you don't understand it, man, just leave it alone, man. Unless I blaspheme or something, of course. And Tupac being Yahawa'Shi is not blasphemy. I used to watch this sister, Dequita Carter, 3-4 years ago. And she would read the Bible. If you want to call it teaching, I don't know what you want to call it. I don't give a fuck about none of that, man. We're in the second covenant. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Let the Pharisees handle that shit, man. King David's attention cost. I don't care what no nigga doing. I'm not going to even hear about it. See? Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8 proves that the Messiah was here. And I'm going to give you a few precepts that's going to prove to you that the great city, which is referred to as Sodom and Egypt, is talking about Babylon, which is America. Okay? The only argument you're can make is the same argument the big prophet can make if he want to call that an argument. Because the Messiah we were all crucified once again here in this great city by them covering up our images. They covered up our images all over the world. But you can still apply that to America by prophecy. Because our prophecies are multifold. Okay? They go where it resonates at. Okay? So, we're going to start at chapter 11 and verse 8. I always like to kind of lead you into it a little bit, okay? This is speaking upon the two witnesses, okay? Which is another multi-fold prophecy in my opinion. Spiritual powers is real, but the two witnesses aren't. The two witnesses couldn't possibly be a real thing. Why not? King David is a real thing, and I'm here and I'm already receiving spiritual powers. I already got them. It's only so much longer their fucking medicine gonna be able to work. They poison, man. All that shit is gonna eventually fail, and they know it. And this whole world is gonna be brought low with humility when they see the truth manifest, man, and everybody's cognitive dissonance is broken. You see? Speaking of the two witnesses, and when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and shall make war against them and overcome them and kill them. Okay? And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of that great city, which is spiritually called Sodom in Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. If you look up the meaning of also, one of the meanings of also is as well. Okay? So, hey man, if the big prophet know this, the false prophets know too. The GMS niggas. Man, these niggas is them bastards stay smart. You see? That's why they knew there's way too many clues in these scriptures that's going to reveal that King David is here in this time. So the only way we're going to be able to get rid of this problem, or begin to, is put a fail-safe in place to say that he was somebody else. Because if anybody really believes that, man, that show you the power of the Most High, man. I'm talking about when it pertains to them. Fuck y'all. If you believe it, you just a jackass. But if anybody was ever around this dude and was in the camps with this dude, and they sincerely believe that in their heart, that shows you the power of the Most High, man. See? Now, I'm going to read this again. This is chapter 11 of the book of Revelations, verse 8. Speaking upon the two witnesses, and then it's going to speak upon Yahawa'Shi being crucified in that great city. The great city, which is spiritually called Sodom in Egypt, is Babylon. See? Oh, God. Yeah, I'm good, brother. And their bodies shall lie in the street. That's the little porcupine. And the bodies shall lie in the street of that great city, which is spiritually called Sodom in Egypt, where also as well our Lord was crucified. See? And there's no prophet can argue that. You can't just take that. That has a literal meaning. Well, how can you tell me otherwise? Huh? Don't try to pull up, sit down at my right hand until I make your enemies your footstool. Don't try to pull that up. Man, I wrote that. I'm King David. Lean not to your own understanding, asshole. Okay? Fuck out of here, nigga. Ain't nothing you can come at me. I already know what you gonna say before you try to say it, nigga. I learned from the big prophet, nigga. Fuck out of here. We're gonna go to 14 and 8. Okay? Let's start at 7. This is speaking upon the angels and the messages. And I saw another angel saying with a loud voice, "Fear Yahweh and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of the waters." And there followed another angel saying, "Babylon is fallen." That's America, man. Everybody ought to know that. Motherfuckers that just go to church ought to know that by now. But they probably don't. They pastor ain't gonna never say that, man. You ain't finna get no pastor. Not none of these motherfuckers. Might have some old white man with, talking about these niggers. So I don't like niggers, man. I don't hate black people. I don't use the H word, YouTube. So please don't take my page down. Is there something wrong with me not liking black people? What is that anyway? I might need to Google that. And there followed another angel saying, "Babylon is fallen. Babylon is fallen. That great city." Okay? She made all the nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Of course, that's America. Okay? And just to give you one better, man, we're going to go and put the dagger in. We'll go over here to Isaiah, which is another precept of 21 and 9. "And behold, there cometh a chariot of men with a couple of horsemen. And he answered the angel, saying, Babylon is fallen, All the graven images of her gods had broken up into the ground. That's the destruction of America. Okay? But as you go back to chapter 11 and 8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the streets. Okay? I'm not going to regurgitate things I've learned, i.e. that being the northern and southern kingdom, because that could very well be true. You see, my discernment tells me that the two witnesses could be a literal thing, man. I'm already mutated. I'm not the only one. See, I'm not the only one that walked with him. I'm Peter. I'm getting mine first as King David. But the two witnesses could be very real. We'll see. We about to find out in the next couple of years. That's how fucking crazy this shit is. Within the next, at the most, 3, 4. I heard the devil say we got to 2030. I don't want to believe that. He a liar anyway. Why would I believe that? That's one thing I do not want. Hell no, I know you lying, bitch. If I knew that, I would definitely blow my fucking brains out, and I don't own a gun. Be like Spawn around this bitch, trying all kind of ways to kill myself. Anyway, and after 3 days and a half, no, hold on, going back to 8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, America, Babylon, which is called Sodom and Egypt. Slaves and homosexuals, okay? Where as well, which is a meaning of also, our Lord was crucified. The big prophet know that. He ain't gonna disagree with that. And I link all this back up to Machiavelli. This tells you that Yahawa'Shi was here, man. And you can't no prophet argue that. In the great city where also our Lord was crucified, Babylon. And that's damn sure not talking about Jerusalem, man. See? But this where you pull spiritual meaning out your ass at, right? That has a spiritual meaning. He was crucified through the images, man. Well, I read up the meanings of crucify. Now one of them got nothing to do with no changing nobody's face, identity theft. Although that could have spiritual meaning. I agree. To crucify is to put to death, to kill, to execute, to martyr. You go look it up your goddamn self. See? This proves, man, that Yahawa'Shi was, and their bodies shall lie in the street of that great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. Also, which means again. That's another meaning of also. Again, well, I wrote that down. Again, as well, expounding upon. See? And you can't debunk that, man. Only thing you can say is some shit about a spiritual meaning. Well, it's written literally right here, though. See? Where also our Lord was crucified. See? Call Allah Yahawa'Shi Yahawa'Shi Kakadashi. Salutations to the 1/3, the sealed elect, the 144,000 saints, the elders, apostles, and prophets of the house of David. Shalom.